Yes, my name is Marty Ford. I'm the General Manager at Town Resale Center of Amherst, 2915 Niagara Falls Boulevard. We're having a promotion that's going to be starting this Friday, the 6th. It's going to be going from the 6th through the 12th. It's mail that is being sent out. It's a special promotion. It gives customers a chance to come in. They win different prizes. At the same time, they can shop, and if they like to purchase a car, that's what we're going to be here for.
Perfect. So talk to me a little bit about inspecting the mail, going out, and basically what happens on mail day. It's like the very beginning of the sale, is getting out there, making sure you're getting your money's worth. Tell me just a little bit about that.
What happens is I usually get here about 8:30 in the morning. The guy, the mailman stops by around 9 o'clock, and I go out there and I inspect all the bundles around on them to make sure that there is 50,000 pieces or whatever the mail count is going to be. Everyone is numbered. It's numbered by post office, how many bundles are going to that post office. They leave here, they go directly right to the post office. It's all time-sensitive mail, so we want to make sure that it's all being delivered when it's supposed to be delivered.
Setting up an event, what's it feel like? The guys coming into town, there's balloons. What is the beginning of an event kind of sound and feel like?
I tell you what, running an event like this is just an awesome thing. We start off about a week before the event actually starts, and we go through every car, make sure every car is completely perfect. We want to make sure every car is completely gassed for the customer. They do purchase a car, we want to make sure they're driving away with a full tank of gas. Every car is completely cleaned, inspected, New York State inspected. Everything is all ready. This way the customer can make a purchase of a car and drive it right within the next couple hours.
Perfect. And then talk to me a little bit about traffic. I know you inspect the mail. Talk to me a little bit about that process and if that makes a difference for you if somebody's putting their ad budget on the line.
Well, you know what, it's funny because when we have these promotions, I always laugh at the amount of people that come in the door. The place is just, it's mobbed with customers.
So tell me a little bit about the staff that you guys typically see at these events that the PPM brings. So the manager staff, what is your takeaway of their level of professionalism, their ability to deal with customers, overcome objections, that sort of thing?
Being that we've done this quite a few times right now, I know most of the staff that comes in from PPM, just a bunch of great people. They follow up the customers, they do everything they possibly can. If they're going to be selling a customer, they make sure if we owe the customer something, if they promise something, everything is in writing for the customer, so there is no miscommunication, and we provide anything that is needed for the customer.
Perfect. So do your staff get a chance to interact with them while they're here, and do you feel like they learn from that? Is it similar to sending them like a training event, do you feel, with the exposure?
You know, it's funny because when my salespeople see these people come in, they get very enthused themselves, and I realize that they're selling more cars and they're much more happier when these events are happening.
How do you think they handle maintaining professionalism during that, and how do you think the customers feel about the process ultimately?
I think just about every customer that comes in the door, they're very happy when they come in here. Everybody's treated with a lot of respect. Really are. They really are. Even if the customer's not here to purchase a car, they still come in, they do win something. There's many different gifts that they can win, and everybody does walk out with something that makes the customer very happy.
So tell me about the closers that they bring staff-wise. I mean, are these people that you would trust with the car deal that your paycheck and mortgage is related on, and what do you think the other salespeople think of them?
I tell you what, the closers, they do an awesome job. They come in and they'll go out and basically they talk to every customer. Just want to make sure that we did everything we possibly can to help that customer out. If they are looking to get into a new car, we'll do everything we possibly can for them.
Perfect. And then, Sean, have you met Sean Manslake? Have you worked with him personally? What's your takeaway, Sean, as a car guy?
Sean's just a great guy. I mean, I've been dealing with Sean now for quite some time. He comes in here, he just makes it happen. He make sure all his salespeople are respectable, he takes good care of them and everything, and he does an awesome job, really does.
Perfect. So somebody, not necessarily PPM, but a manager that had an ad budget, had a few things he spent money on, but he didn't love them and they didn't, really knock the ball over the fence for him. What would you tell them to worry about and to consider as a benefit when approaching the idea of doing a staff event?
Well, I tell you what, I myself personally, I love having these events because it does create a lot of excitement in the dealership. It brings a lot of people into the dealership. And it really does work. It really does work.
So there's a lot of staff event companies out there. What is it that has you leaning back towards PPM every time you guys?
PPM is just a great company. When there is a problem, they stand behind it. They stand behind everything they do. Even after they leave, if there's a problem, we call them up and they do take care of the customer and do what has to be done.
And then lastly, if somebody was looking at doing an event to raise some revenue and wanted to do sales specifically, would you recommend using a type of event like this, using Platinum Performance, and what would be the biggest reason why?
I would definitely recommend PPM to run an event as long as it's not in the Buffalo area, because I don't want anybody else to be able to do that. But they're just great people and they do an awesome job, they really do.
Perfect. All right, thank you.
All right.